So Leibniz's laws of identity came up in philosophy class last week. If you have no interest in philosophy, don't keep watching this. Leibniz has two laws. If two entities share all the same properties, they are identical, or they're the same entity. If two entities are identical, the same entity, they must share all the same properties. If two different people try to describe the properties of this pair of scissors, then they're going to make a list of properties, and if they compare lists, then both lists should be the same, and therefore they'll realize they're describing the same thing. Now you'll say, what if it's the same kind of pair of scissors made from the same factory and they're both describing different ones? Well, if they're in different places, then they're not the same entity and they don't have all the same properties. But there's still a big debate, like, is location a property? Is location just a relative position given the other object? In one way, we could say they're exactly identical, but another way we could say, well, they're identical but in different places. And as useful as these laws are, do they really apply to everything? Are identical twins like the same? What about conjoined twins? They share the same, perhaps legs, but not the same arms. You see where I'm going with this, because some have tried to use these laws to attack the view of the Trinity. And let's just keep it simple, like, the skin cell on my hand and the skin cell on my foot are identical. Like, they have the exact same DNA, they have the exact same makeup. At one point, they were both stem cells, but they specialized to become a certain type of cell. Now, I'm not arguing for modalism, I'm just making a point. We can say they're identical, we can say they're distinct, but we can still say they're part of the same body. And that's kind of the rub here. Now, a quick answer is that the rules for objects, created things, cannot be applied to the creator because there's nothing that we see in the physical world that matches the creator. Now, actually, philosophers like Duns Scotus, of all people, and Robert Adams have proposed this idea called Haecceity. Again, you have two pairs of scissors. They are identical in every way except location. Haecceity is, this is scissor A and this is scissor B. There's a thisness to each pair of scissors that makes it distinct even though they are identical. And honestly, I think there's a distinction to be made between identical and made of the same substance. If you're looking for an answer, there is no easy answer. But I think all these things are worth thinking about.